We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for another installment of this game called Gore Gaming Show. Last time we checked chat. No, like that didn't happen last time. I'm trying to make sure that chat can show up on screen because it's been a while, and I don't know if it is. Yeah. So we might spend a little bit of time doing this, but we may not. But last time while I'm doing this, we started to explore the forest at a weird, corrupted teacher's command. I don't know why we listened to that guy. That guy was clearly bugging out, but everyone was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, that guy changed he changed the whole shit, bro. He changed the fucking, he changed the order in which people, or he changed the groups that people were in. I was trying to find a way to say it. But yeah, he changed the groups that people were in, right? And suddenly, now I'm with my homies, which is cool and all. I want to be with my friends and my girl. But, you know, by me, I mean, I mean our main character, right? I want him to be with his friends and his main girl, however common. It's not safe. It just seems like a setup, you know? And it clearly is, because now we're exploring and we're finding different places in this forest, right? So for example, there was no way that mansion was in the forest when we were back there, but now it is. And then this random, I think it was the old lady, it's like, come inside, someone's waiting for you. And now we have to choose whether or not we go inside. Now, am I going to? Who knows? But the thing about all that is, you know, this is about to piss me off. Oh no, I think I got it though. I think I know what I'm doing. You know, which is weird, you know, usually streamers don't know what they're doing, and this is the problem. This is gonna be how I stall for 5 minutes every time. Okay, can I preemptively mute this? There we go. Don't worry, guys. I got you. This is for the future. Am I gonna have to close the game to do this? That'd be funny as hell. You guys don't mind if I close the game? Yeah, bad guys. You guys don't mind. Alright, we're closing the game for a moment. This for a moment, you can skip if you're a watcher. You can skip to like when they get back to the game. I just should have that figured out by then. I love wasting time, but this isn't really wasting time. This is like me making sure everything is good. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We are gonna make this so much bigger, guys. See, this is okay. So now you guys can see chat. I should make that live chat. I should make a live chat over here. Does that mean I have to have this open? It probably would, right? Let me see. Let me just type. Testing. Okay, we're good. Now if I close this, we're good. Alright, we should be good. This is with me. Boop, there it goes. How do I make this smaller but at the same time taller? Good. If I just... There we go. No. This is fine, guys. Anyway, closing the YouTube stream on my side. I can speak, guys. I'm a good linguist. You guys heard me. Linguist, you know? Linguistic, you know? That's me. That's what I do. I'm next. No, I didn't close up, yes. Did I? No. Use Discord streaming, blah blah blah. I hate when I try to check OBS and it's just way bigger. Anyway. This shot. You guys can't see it in the VOD, but like, it's up there. It'll be better next time, because you know, I was just checking. It didn't appear at all, which is crazy. But I just came in chat and you guys just thought I was crazy, delusional. But you already think I am delusional and crazy. But imagine if that was justified. I guess you could check it out. Guys, I have no clue. Let me call in my spouse. Let me see my spouse. Cause I know they're online. They get his phone. Do we go? Go inside. Weird mansion in. I mean, that's not exactly what I wanted to click. Not that either. Thank you, because I want to see the backlog. Fragments we got. Well, nope, no. Weird mansion and voice that didn't appear. And when we were in it, or do we continue mapping the voice that I possess? Teachers. Demand. Now, are they gonna respond in a timely manner? They will, because you know, I love, you know, people that respond in a timely manner. And that's not to like, okay, because you know I didn't message someone. You know, I was hoping they were gonna respond quickly because I needed them to respond quickly, and they didn't. And I know she. I know she's like chilling. I saw her playing Mortal Kombat. I know she couldn't respond. I know she can respond, but will she respond? I don't know. She's not responding quick enough. And I don't want to message someone else about the situation, because now if I message two people about the situation, it looks crazy, right? It's not even that big of a situation. Right? I just, you know, I had my OC. I commissioned my OC, right? And I wanted someone else to like look at the comments of the of the commission, because you know I want to see what people were saying, but I didn't want to like do it myself because I'm a bitch. That's how that works, you know. So now if I like multiple people doing that would be fucking crazy. I have chat open up on my phone now. Can I delete these messages? Let's go. I don't know if that removes him from... Maybe we should. If this doesn't work, that's crazy. I don't think it does. I think it's just like a permanent thing. But what if I refresh it? They already responded, by the way. I'm just... They said go into the weird mansion. So that's what we're doing. Let's go. I could just refresh it. Anyway, so I'm learning new things. We're going into them. I guess we can check it out. What's with these hearts? It was red, yellow, and then red, yellow, blue, Sonic Hero looking ass like. I hell no, we killed you. Hell no. I need to see that again. Damn, Sonic. I'm responding to my spouse. Give me a minute. Matter of fact, what was I even talking about? The OC thing. Yeah, nothing. But like, Allie, you got an issue with me, Allie? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't realize we had relationships in this game. Besides the obvious one. But also, why are you cool with this? Who is in my party, real quick? I guess we can check it out. The lady seems pretty desperate. KOG eventually comes to this conclusion. Yeah, Kika. Yeah, Kika. Okay. Allie's like, you dumb bitch. You fucking monkey. You absolute idiot. You buffoon. I'm sorry, Allie. It wasn't my choice. Oh, it's okay. I don't know why. I knew what it kind of looked like, but I didn't. I wanted to see the spike. That's her. And it. Hold on. I say hold on. We saved that another choice, right? Sorry, guys. I know there's literally no immersion here. No, okay, never mind. We can't do that. But there was another choice where it red heart. So yeah, I think that's it. So wait, are we? Is this a choice? I keep asking this, and I don't want anyone to answer because I'm not really asking this. But I'm like, is this a choice? Is it choices in this game that matter? Like I'm here, and I'm thinking, I'm just like, I see these hearts, right? And I know they matter because if they didn't matter, we wouldn't have it as a game mechanic. So, but I'm just like, clearly Kyoji has one girl that he's interested in. Sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Kyoji can't help but raise his voice. He turned to Shio and had turned around and look at him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There was a lot of skipping there. I didn't. Shinta asks, seeking approval. Everyone ends up nodding. Please come this way. Why'd I repeat that? The woman leads the group inside. I got you, big sis. I gotta stop doing that because I feel like I gotta call everyone Big Bell, you know? If I call everyone Big Bell, then it's gender neutral. If I start saying Big Sis, then it's not gender neutral. Now I gotta start thinking, and that's too hard. And it's not, and it can be as funny, but now I gotta think about it, and now it's more complicated. Instead of I can just call everyone Big Bell. Yeah. Like she's Big Bell, she's Big Bell. Yeah, Big Bell, listening to this. Is the maid here something? I think no, I think yeah. Why was she like Hana, are you stupid? Of course she lives here. Ricardo hesitates before finishing a sentence, but Kyoji understands what she means. They say she looks poor. She looks far too shabby to be known at such a large mansion. Damn! Y'all judging. Like, her unevenly cut hair is much too short. Patches of her scalp are entirely bare. What hair she does have is grizzled, dry, and dull. The clothes she wears are also concerning. Her cardigan is covered in lint and full of holes. She certainly doesn't look like this house is owning it. Damn. Damn. She ain't do nothing yet. What did she do to deserve this? She looks broken, ugly, and dusty? That's crazy. The rhythm of her footsteps and the clicking of her thick cane leaves his ear ringing. He heard him walk ahead of Ali, whispering to the woman ahead, never did won't hear them. I think she's hearing them. They passed through a large entrance, turned to the right, and then walked down a corridor. The mansion is quite impressive. Kyoji is highly an expert on the topic, but even he can tell the furniture and fixtures are probably very expensive. However, everything's covered in thick layers of dust. Nothing looks like it's been properly taken care of, as if no one has cleaned or fixed up the place for years. The stare ale makes Kyoji feel like he can't breathe properly. It occurs to him that any sick people living here probably won't get better because of just how filthy this place is. That's probably facts, I'm not gonna lie. We need to, like, bring you to the hospital. I don't think the girl's sick. I think it's Yui. The woman stops in front of a central door, that's wider than the ones to the either side. As she knocks on the door, a response comes in from within. She walks in first. You know, there's nothing special about the exchange, at least on a surface level. Kira doesn't seem to be the only one that thinks this is very strange. Yeah, I brought them here. As in, you guys were targeted for a specific purpose, and you were brought over. Yes, it's actually a very suspicious exchange. Because that's not how you treat, that's not, if I was bringing someone to help my sick daughter, I'd be like, hey, sweetie, here's, people who can help. I wouldn't be like, I brought them over. Who is them? Especially if they're strangers. Everyone exchanges confused glances, but in the end they walk in as well. As soon as he steps into the room, Kyoji's eyes widen. Sorry, Yuka. I keep saying your name is Yui when your name is Yuka. They're very different names. Very different connotations, I think, probably. They all uncomfortably settle into the sofa. They sit on the oblong sofa in the middle of the room. Kyoji sitting in the middle, Wakane and Shinta beside him. Aoi and Kika taking the sofa on the left. I just thought of this. 100%, I don't think that choice mattered. But it did matter for the relationships, and I'm gonna explain why. We were outvoted. Akane, Kika, Shinta. Those three were finally going into the mansion. If I clicked no, it would have just been me and Aoi. We would have been outvoted, for sure. So, we would have been in this exact same spot, but Akane and Kika would have liked us less, and Aoi would have liked us more. I get it. Okay. I get it. These choices are about furthering our relationships, for whatever reason. If we're getting character endings, if we're trying to get a true ending, I don't know. Sitting on the seat opposite of them is Yuka, her lips curled up in a sweet smile. No. I gotta be friends with someone like her. Whoa! We're in her house right now, Big Bell. I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think you should be saying all that. I think we should be nice. Yuka seemed to shrink upon hearing Kyoji's spiteful words. Yeah, this guy's dumb. Kyoji wordlessly glares at Yuka, who suddenly brings a hand to her mouth. Kyoji, I didn't choose this. Don't act like this. The clear, large, crystal-like eyes well up with tears. Huh? No, Kyoji stammers confused. Feels like all his animosity from before has drained out of him. That's what you get, man. You're not good at, like, examining the situation objectively. She's clearly supernatural, but she's also still taking the form of a little girl, and she might also still be a little girl. So acting like this is not going to get you anywhere. Yuka remains seated, hanging her head like she's on the verge of tears. She might also just be a regular weird little girl. That's like an option. I don't think that's true, but it could be an option. And if that's true, like, you're acting crazy, completely crazy. Also, I'm gonna be slightly eating during this, but not too much. It shouldn't last that long, and you're not gonna hear me chewing. So, small teardrops fall upon her fingers that are crunching in the hem of her skin. But if I was Shinta, I'd be like, hey, apologize, man. As a surge of guilt shoots through Kyoji, Shinta elbows him, yeah. But is this Yuka really the same girl we saw from before? True! True! She's spinning! She's out. That's not true. But the point before, if we don't apply it to Akane, it's true. How could she be so docile and suddenly now when she was so nasty the other day? Some voice in his head warns Kyoji that she's trying to deceive him. But seeing tears fall from Yuka's eyes, even as she tries to hold them back, gives Kyoji the uncomfortable feeling that he's bullying a child. My spouse said hi, if that matters to any of you. But you are bullying a child. A spirit child, maybe. But a child nonetheless. Kinda like this from the sofa and kneels next to Yuka. Hey, Akane. It is a say, yeah. I looks at Kyoji, signaling him with her eyes. It's clear she wants him to just nod and agree. She treated him like the bad guy here. Big bad. But just trying to make up with the child. Please move along. There's one thing I gotta ask. Why'd you say all those mean things the other day? I don't need your apologies. Just answer the question. Bro, you're too aggressive. This is way too aggressive. Even Kika's expression darkens to try to stop Kyoji from questioning him. However, he refuses to back down about this. Yuka raises her tear-streaked face. And he might be like, well, she said that all those crazy things, you gotta be a little stern with her, so she doesn't do that in the future. She's not real! She's 100% spirit. This is how I feel. So why would I try to teach her lessons instead of trying to appease her? I'm trying to live. You are trying to die. There's a difference between us. Yuka's apology is quite popping. The extent to which she goes to apologizing caused even Kyoji to lose the edge to pass her any fighting. I will never forgive you, is what he should say. The pressure of everyone's eyes upon him feel like nails piercing through him. Even now, he's usually just interested in whatever might be going on, is staying daggers at Kyoji. She doesn't like me anyway, so she's like, wow, look at this guy, what a dickhead. Taking his guns when he's the only person who thinks this way just feels stupid. Yeah, because it is stupid. We're not gaining anything from doing this, Big Bell, please. Even Akane, who's the one who got offended, is kneeling next to Yuka and holding her hand. He has no choice but to say yes. Yuka beams at him, a rosy blush on her cheeks. She really is cute. Everyone stares at her, enchanted. Even Kyoji has to admit she looks as cute as those idols on TV. Yuka stares at Kyoji with a grin, looking genuinely happy. Mm-hmm. The woman from earlier, who has been standing in the corner, nods with after a slight pause. Okay? She's lying, 100%. But that's okay. That said, looking at the two of them now, they don't look like mother and daughter after all. At all. Now same eye color. Her hair is gray, so we don't really know her true hair color. Facial structure is quite different. Yuka is cute as a doll, but next to her mother looks less like her mother and more like her grandmother. Yuka's smile deepens as she cocks her head. Bro, look at it. She looks so worried. She 100% would have died if she didn't do this right now. Yuka's mother looks terribly fussed by this. Her cane slips across the floor, causing her to lose her balance. Kyoji and Shinto hurriedly get to their feet to lend their hand, but she grabs the door just in time, regaining her balance. She then slips into the corridor and disappears from sight. Kyoji feels his bow. The way Yuka's mother panicked didn't seem normal to him. Why was she so flustered? As he returns to herself, his gaze immediately clashes with Yuka's. Yuka brings her hands together and tilts her head. Kyoji and others end up staying there until just before it's time for them to head back to school. Yuka eagerly tells them she doesn't have a father, and she's lonely. That makes him all the more reluctant to leave. I mean, obviously she doesn't have a father. I mean, it should be obvious she doesn't have a father based on the lack of a male figure here. There's no males here. You think he's just out getting milk or something? No. He's gone. Dead. She walks into the entrance hall, crosses her arms behind her back, then rises up slightly on tiptoe to gaze into Kyoji's eyes. Yes, all of us. As you look directly at Kyoji, and no one else. Akane replies with a grin. Everyone starts walking back to the way they came. Kyoji starts to leave as well. But for some reason, his legs suddenly freeze up. Feels like he just heard someone calling for him to stop, almost like someone had tugged on him from behind. As Yuka waves at them, he sees somebody standing behind in the entrance hall looking straight at him. In contrast to the way Yuka's gaze seemed to stab into him, Hamada's eyes seemed to cling to Kyoji. When her eyes meet his, she parts her lips as if to say something. But what was that just now? He faded behind Hamada. At the very edge of the hall, he sees a glimpse of something like black fabric. Just then, the mother's expression changes. Yuka's mother goes completely pale. She walks, no, flees into the other room, tripping over her bad leg. Despite them being the ones being escorted out, he sees Yuka's mother off, stunned. Yuka looks up at him curiously. No. Yuka's eyes narrow. Ah, no, not really. Actually, is there anyone else in your house besides you and your mom? Duh. Don't worry about it. It's just, I can swear I saw someone else moving around inside. It looked like the cut of a shift or something. Hearing that, you could bring the hand to her mouth and chuckles. To be fair, you should also be careful. Oh, yeah, because, you know, like, it's dangerous out here. Like, girls your age are disappearing, so you should be careful. You could put her hands on her hips in a theatrical display of anger, but her big round eyes twinkle impishly. She's going to scold her? I couldn't say that about my mom, not even as a joke. Real shit. Like, I couldn't even think that shit. Oh, hell nah. She would just teleport out of nowhere to whip my ass. That shit would be crazy. Kyoji ever dared to say that, his brother would slap him in the face twice over. Sure, every family's different, but as far as the parent-child relationship goes, Yuka seems to be pretty strange. I don't give a fuck about being late to that man's class. Let him die. Yeah, I'll be going then. Now that they're leaving the place, they notice the trees almost seem to form a fence around the perimeter of the mansion. Dumb people seem to them that leads outside looks like a gate. Everyone's standing there, waiting for Kyoji. Sorry I kept you waiting. Shinta pokes him in the ribs. Kyoji pokes him right back. Huh? As if. Yeah, guys, you can't say stuff like that. I'm so glad when no one is trying to clip me out of context. It would have been okay. Akane raises her voice in annoyance, but Shinta shrugs. A moment later, Shinta sidles up to Kyoji, whispering to so that Akane can't hear him. Probably. Huh? Are you listening to yourself, man? Kyoji tries to elbow him again, but Shinta dodges away with a chuckle. Aoi and Kika stand a short distance away, huddled together. As he listens to Shinta's merry chatter, Kyoji finds his mind occupied by pensive thoughts. I can't speak. The imploring gaze Yuka's mother directed at him as he left is burned into his mind. Her eyes almost seemed to cling to him. Despite her being an adult and far more mature than him, she had that kind of look in her eyes. What made her so desperate? I just thought of something? I don't know if it's true. But maybe that woman and the child switched bodies. Right? I don't know what made me think that, but the way this is in sort of makes me think it's like a child in an adult's body, right? But I don't know. Maybe that's just me reaching for the stars. Concern for her sickly daughter, joy at seeing her girl finally make some friends, anxiety from her uncertain future. Being a boy, Kyoji can't imagine how she must have felt. Even when she was serving him tea while they were chatting with Yuka, the woman seemed restless, fidgeting back and forth. Akane found soundly. Yeah, I'd bet.
私ね、正直言ってさ、最初はあの子のことはすごく怖かったんだ。だってあの子妙なこと言うし、その後に会った時も。
You met her after that?
あ、そっか、言ってなかったね。私あの後うちの近所であの子に会ったんだ。あの子ね。
Mm-hmm. I remember that counting. I don't know if it was as nice as this, but you know. Finally touches her cheek with an awkward smile. Yeah. Could be. Why is Kyoji acting like there's something more at hand when he has no theories? He feels the same way Kahane does. Yet somehow he can't quite shake off his suspicions about the Yuka girl. She acted completely innocent the whole time they were talking, looking as pleasant and adorable as her true appearance suggested. At one point, Shinta even whispered into Kyoji's ear that he wouldn't mind getting another little sister if she liked this girl. From Shinta, that's saying a lot, as he lives in a household dominated by women, where he and his dad don't have much of a say. I mean, yeah. I don't think it says a lot, to be honest, because, like, his little sisters probably run his shit easily. They're like, give me that money, Big Bell. I need that. And he has to be like, yes, yes, take it. I'll give you everything you want. Please don't tell mom. Please. And so it's shit like that, you know. So like, a little girl that's like polite, probably like, in his eyes, way better than they are. So. Aoi just feels this way. I want it to be known she thought this house was haunted since we came here. And now she's just announcing it. Aoi mumbles. Oh yeah, you love this kind of stories. Yeah, can you not? I mean, yeah, like you said, it's certainly not helping. Hey, Mishino-san, not you too. They slowly start walking back and pass through the gate-like gap in the trees. As they pass by the well again, someone calls out to Kyoji. Who? The fuck are you? Tall man sways his feet under the shade of trees. I got you. Who are you, man? Like, you're not cool. You're not cool waiting for us like this. He's wearing a worn out, filthy coat. And his face is covered in stubble. Doesn't look much different from the vagans that sleep put up in the corner of the train station. The Kyoji and the others see something about him that sets him apart from those people. His eyes. A pair of keen eyes is visible behind his sunglasses. Yeah, he seems very lucid. Even with how deeply hidden they are within his sunken eye sockets, those eyes stare at Kyoji and others with a sharp, severe look as if piercing them through. He gazes so fierce that Kyoji wouldn't be surprised if he tried to stab him right then and there. It's like he's a wolf eyeing his prey. The man stands in front of them, looking at each of them, up and down a few times as if somehow appraising them. Excuse me. His eyes seem to linger on Kika for an especially long time. So he cheats a couple steps, looking a bit fine. Who are you? Why look at Kika, by the way? That's a strange detail to point out. And I don't know why. If it was Aoi, then maybe. Because Aoi's like, didn't want to be here. She maybe has like an affinity for the haunted supernatural stuff. Maybe even if it was me, I'm the, like, Kyoji's the main character. But Kika seems weird, man. I mean, Kyoji suddenly snaps at him. Kanye tugs on his sleeve. She shakes her head, making it clear she doesn't want him to get involved with this man. Of course, that man's way too tall. He knows how to fight. He's not like them other losers at school. Like, what's his name? The doctor kid. His name. I forgot his name, but he's a loser. He don't know how to fight. This guy knows how to fight. He might beat our ass. He did, and there was. Kyoji gazes directly at him and feels no look away. He has a feeling that looking away would somehow be admitting defeat. The others exchange confused glances behind him. Actually, they should be talking to this dangerous looking man. Kanye makes that assertion in a clear voice. Kyoji begins to walk away despite Shinta pulling on his arm. Kyoji can hear the man scoffing at them. I don't think we should. Let's be clear. He knows we wanted a mansion, and he knows there was someone in there now, and he knows he's been watching for a little bit, and now he's confronting us. We should probably confront him in the same way. We should be ready to go, and mind you, we shouldn't like fight him. I think he could take us 1v5 if it came down to it. Mostly because Shinta can't fight. If Shinta could fight, we could do something. And walks away with hairy steps. Rush past the hooker down the staircase and out of the shrine grounds. Only speaks up again once they reach the trail that leads to the temple's entrance. He wasn't really creepy. To me, it's just like deadass. He seemed like a scary ass individual. Like, you don't want to run into him on a bad day. Kyoji drops his voice to whisper while looking at the stick. I knew you were gonna say this, and no. Because if he was, then why would he even be talking? Why would he? No one knows who he is. No one knows his appearance. So why would he allow you to leave? Thank you, Kika. Despite how scared she must be from the man standing, Kika has remained calm. They get down the trail. The squirrel comes into view between the trees. Upon returning to the classroom, they find nearly everyone else is beating them back. Sadashima, that's his name, and his crew are missing, but that doesn't come as a surprise. What does come as a surprise is how everyone, without exception, looks terribly confused. Akane calls out to a nearby girl. Dead! She points to the teacher's desk. The teacher is standing up by his hands gripping the desk.
先生が
Oh,
どうか
he's alive.
したの？それがね、何を話してもうんともすんとも言わないの。
Okay. Teacher stands rooted in place, as still as a statue. It's almost like he's staring at something, but his unfocused eyes don't seem to be looking at anything.
どうする？
Aoi asks. The map is in her hand.
どうしようもこうしようも。とにかく出してみよう。
If no one else has turned it in, then no. But if everyone else has turned it in, then let's do it. Kinda takes the map from Aoi and walks to the teacher's desk.
先生、これ提出するんですよね。先生。
His lack of reaction is eerie. Kyoji waves her hand in front of the teacher's eyes, but he doesn't even blink. Should we, like, call an ambulance for him?
私、隣のクラスの先生を呼んで
I like how Kika is the only one who's doing anything. When Kika tries to leave the costume, something strange happens. The costume door suddenly opens. Just and the teacher who's been standing up until now suddenly bends at the waist. His upper body falls forward. After that, his body spasms violently a few times.
何なの？
No one tried to get him help. Mikani clings to Kyoji in fear. Kyoji stands on guard too. After a moment, the teacher stops convulsing. He stands up properly again, a wide grin off his bonus face. Hell no. But wait. The classroom door suddenly opens. Spirit. Oops. Oops, guys, sorry about that. But yeah, a spirit definitely came into the room and then went into his body. Is it Yuka? Maybe. He spreads his arms wide and nods a few times. The teacher snatches the map from Akane's hand, practically tearing it from her grip. He takes out a red pen from his breast pocket, which he uses to draw an A+ adorned with flowers before turning the map to Akane. Yeah, I would have left anyway, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone staring at him in disbelief, the teacher walks out of the costume, swinging his arms and legs like he's in a parade. I don't know what I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to find out. We're leaving. I don't know. Guess he went crazy? That is the only plausible answer. But how and why did the door open on its own? Doesn't seem like anyone's coming into the classroom. Is this kind of prank? And is Kyoji imagining things, or did the teacher come to his senses at the exact moment that happened? Question mark at this. But the Sandman enters the room, taking that teacher's place. It's almost time for the final homeroom session that ends today. Sandman goes out the hallway from time to time, like he's not sure what to make of the spectacle from area. Don't ask us, man. We don't know.
私たちにも
Yeah.
よく
Akane answers, looking puzzled, and nods with his usual unmotivated expression.
まあいいか。ところでそれは。
あ、はい。これさっき授業で作成した西森神社のあたりの地図なんです。
We did.
おや、あの課題は結局やったのか。ん？こんなところに家なんてあったかね。
はい。
Timbo's like, this. I've lived here for like thousands of years. I've never seen a house. Are y'all tripping? And then the fashion makes it clear she thinks, why else would we draw it? But she nods obediently nonetheless. Anna stares at Kika's drawing of the mansion, puzzled.
妙だね。こんなところに住んでいる人がいるとは思えないがね。聞いたことがない。
Okay, guys. I'm next stream we may have someone. Next stream may be a guest. It may be a guest. I don't know if he's gonna be a constant guest, but he might be here. Yeah, we don't know, man. Oh no, it just appeared. Maybe he meant no ill will by it, but something about the tone of his remark seems insulting. And it kind of implies his voice is a hush.
でも家があったんです。
Bitch. She said that, not me.
もしかしたらどこかから改築したんじゃないかって
Bitch.
私たち言ってたん
Oh,
です。
she didn't. She said that out as well. I didn't add with that. That was what she said.
お家の方も療養中だとおっしゃってましたし、ひっそりとお住まいなんだと思います。
Mm-hmm.
なるほど。それなら知らなくても不思議はないか。
You don't know about a lot. Let's be honest.
では、ホームルームを始めます。
Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna get some water. My water bottle is empty. So I'm going to get water. This should take about 10 seconds. But you know, I like some. So who knows how long it might take. Like I said, it takes 10 seconds. But now I gotta like sit back down. My setup is so comfy. So it's hard to do that, you know? The Sandman claps his hand, putting it close to the matter. I'm still not sitting down, but I can see the screen. Nothing much happened after the homeroom. Today was the exchange, though. Yeah, I'd say so. After dinner, Kyoji goes back to his room. As he fiddles aimlessly with one of his monster figurines, Kyoji thinks to himself. The strange way the assignment ended today. His evening with that girl, Yuka, in the mansion at Mount Nishimori. And lastly, the strange, suspicious guy. It was one strange thing after another. The thought that something strange must be going on leads him restless. I'm probably overthinking things. No. That man 100% is involved with something. Saying that to bumps it together, Kyoji reaches for his guitar and starts his daily routine of practicing. But when he touches the strings or picking it up, they let out a shrill, dissonant sound. Makes it feel like he's just been forced to gulp down something nasty. The feeling lingers in his chest. Weird. But yeah, it's getting haunted. Is that enough for a stream? It might be enough for one stream. But I feel like I was kind of stalling. So we can go for a little bit more. We can go for a little bit more, guys. We'll go for one more day. Let's keep going. Akane is, once again, standing cheerfully at his front door. Kyoji goggly scratches his messy hair. She woke him up with the doorbell. Why are you always awake at these times? I'll go get Jazz. Just as Kyoji starts preparing to leave, Yamiko comes into the living room. They always shen. Yamiko. Akane and Yamiko have always gone along, but they've been getting closer every day. Akane and Kyoji naturally walk beside each other, talking about silly things. Just a few days ago, this sight was quite unusual. But oddly enough, it now feels like a completely natural part of their routine. Nothing. Kyoji shakes his head. Like I said, it's nothing. It wasn't sure what to expect during this first day of school year. We never imagined he could feel so serene already. And he opens the door to the classroom, cheerful as ever. Morning. Then Kyoji bumps into Akane, who was abruptly frozen in her tracks. It's on Akane. Her eyes are fixed to the blackboard. That's when Kyoji sees it too. Who was it? Who drew this? He slams his bag against the floor. The picture scarred over the backboard. It's a poorly drawn It's fully drawn, but that only makes it even more malicious. Kyoji slowly looks around the classroom. He spots Sashima's group sitting near the back of the class, looking at him. Was it you? Did you shitheads do this? Knowing the kind of Kyoji storms towards them, violently knocking over desks left and right. Before Kyoji can grab him, Sashima dodges away. Shut up! Just answer me! Did you draw this crap? W snitching, let's go. It's not really snitching, by the way. I use that term loosely, but this is not snitching. Because he don't know that guy. And more importantly, we don't expect Shinta to not say anything about situations. So it's not snitching. However, but W telling now. It is telling. And you should be telling. Tell on people all the time if you have to. Like, you guys are not into nothing if you're watching my streams, probably. You guys can just start telling on people all day. Now, don't tell people things they don't need to know, like someone else's secrets, but tell on people like this. You know, if you see someone suspicious walking around, go ahead and tell someone, like, yeah, I don't know about that guy. It don't matter if you saw anything or not, just let people know. Only once Kyoji gets down does he realize Shinta's voice came from down by the floor. When the Sashima thugs has Shinta's arm pinned down, pressing him against the floor. What the fuck? Hey, you little! As Kyoji raised his fist to punch Sashima. That's why in shock. Well, like a serious class, standing kind of slapping Sashima in the face. He backhanded the way another slap across the cheek. Sashima wheels away, dazed as the kind of hand becomes a blade. Think by surprise, Sashima can't recover in time as he staggers back. She continues her furious slap. Let's go! Let's go, beat him up! Much as he's slapping him, there might be a solid punch or two in there. Hey, while she's doing this, help your mans. Get that guy off of Shinta. Cause hell no. I love the way she says asshole. Asshole. To finish him off, Akane kicks him square in the crotch. Look, wrong button. I'm only screenshotting this because it is funny. Waiting out a squeal like a fly that has stepped on, Sashima topples to the ground. Yeah, Kane, get into it. Kind of serious way goes through the classroom. Real shit, Akane. And if you touch it, we knocking you out. Let's go, let's do it. Let's go. Kanye says and bases herself. However, her attack on Sashima seems to have been so ruthless that the most he can manage is groaning painfully while lying on the floor. Everybody's goons seem disinclined to mess with her. They're all flinching away from her gaze. As a Kyoji, can't keep up with her anger. Lori can simply stare at her, eyes wide open. Nah, but what are you doing? Get the energy going. You're supposed to be hyping it up. What people know she's not one to be played with at all. Akane Kazuyagi just made a perfect comeback. This is what she was like before Kyoji moved away. Strong-willed, brave, terrifying when angered, and undefeated in a scuffle. Kyoji was never a quiet or well-behaved kid, far from it. He often found himself pitted against nasty bats, kids just like Sashima. Kyoji's flooded with relief for some reason. Even in this situation, he somehow manages to smile. Too attached to the past, my man. Nothing, I just thought, you're pretty good. Kanye turns, forgetting more and more red over the course of several seconds. Yeah, I think I'm in love with you. You know what, Kyoji? I respect it. Man, just like, you know what? Yeah, I love you. It is like that. It is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Help your mans. Hey, steps up to the point they dash into. Sashima's gun looks physically shaken. Get out of the way, will you? I think your boss is lying over there. Do you want to end up like he did last time? How about it? This time it'll be just you and me! 1v1, let's go! Hands! Throw him up! The boy is affectionate towards. He likely remembers the awful state Kyoji left Sashima in back then. Kyoji squats down next to Shinta. Sigh, Shinta. You okay?
お前友達がいのないやつ助けるの遅いよ
Real shit though. That man was doing nothing but just staring. Shinta gets up, rubbing his pen on. Sorry man, if I buy you a burger you'll forgive me, right?
おう単品じゃ許さないからなセットでな
Sure, we'll make it someplace with a value meal.
設定ダメ俺本当に牛肉 100% の店で食いたい
I mean, they do say it's 100% beef.
そろそろ席に着いた方がいいんじゃないかしら。ホームルームが始まるわよ。
So, it's clear that Kyoji is in love with the Kane. So I'm wondering what these hearts... I guess they signify the relationship, but it doesn't necessarily need to be like a character route. Like in a VN is like a romance visual novel, right? You have different character endings where you get with different girls or guys depending on the type of visual novel. So I'm wondering if instead of like character endings with love, it's like character endings with characters. Sort of like 999 if you played that game. Played that game series where it's like, especially I think it's VLI, where each character has an ending. And you sort of have to do specific things to get the ending. And it's not always positive, right? It's not always like you end up being friends with them or you end up leaving with them. It's not always that. Sometimes you just learn more about the character, right? So maybe it's sort of like that situation. Kika, who showed up at some point, tells him this. She claps her hands, dusting the chalk off her palms, and gives him a soft smile. Aoi's behind her, wiping away the last traces of the scribbled drawing from the backboard. Much to surprise, even if they would have bought some backboard erasers from the back of the class and quietly help wipe the drawing away. Because they're not weird, they're just obsessed. When he looks around, he sees his other classmates picking up the desk he knocked down. Makes him feel awkward. It's like he stepped into a scene from some teenage genre movie. Still, it doesn't feel bad at all.
みそのさん、葵、ありがとう。
You gotta get some real fans.
胸がスッとしたわ。
Yeah. He getting softly adds.
ちょっとだけ羨ましいけど。
Huh?
これは一体
Jealous.
何事かね
At the center of the classroom, his eyes wide with surprise. But the desks and chairs have been moved back into place. Sashima is still lying on the floor, with all his lackeys wearing strange expressions around him. It's clear something has happened here. Kyoji is willing to say he's the one who punched Sashima. He bites his lip, ready to take the blame, but then another boy, seeing the show this away, speaks up
何
first.
もありません
Oh shit, he said nothing happened. That boy over there fell by himself. He's not gonna do nothing no more.
別に何もありませんでした
Yeah.
ジンノこれ
Let's go! Let's go! One way whispers and hands Kyoji his bag, which he slammed against the floor right after he walked into the
ごめ
classroom.
んな俺
Okay.
怖くて見てるだけだった
Hey man, I fuck with y'all. Hey man, as long as y'all get better, I fuck with y'all. It's fine, don't worry about it. Harry taps on the shoulder and heads back to his seat, only to find that Akane is surrounded by girls. As their eyes meet, they smile at each other naturally. Even after seeing that drawing, everyone in the class still treats him the same way. For now, that is enough.
しかしだな
But nothing, man. We can jump you too. I've been meaning to get my hands on you. Like, oh no. The Sandman looks around the classroom, confused.
貞島君本当に何もなかったのかね頬が赤くなっているようだが
Hashima finally gets to his feet, rubbing his cheeks, looking away.
別に何にもありません
Kyoji eyes wide in shock. This is a surprise. Knowing Hashima, Kyoji assumed he'd go kinda anda. But maybe he thinks he'd lose too much face by doing so. Or maybe...
そうかねならばいい
Hey man, get off that man's dick. For once. As far as Endo is concerned, anyone claims that nothing happened are more important than what he can see with his own eyes.
ああではみんな席についてホームルームを始めます
After that, classes pass by without a hitch. Let's go! Sashima's conies don't body Kyoji or his fans, and when break time during third period comes around, they just sit quietly in the corner. After the third period, they disappear from the classroom and don't show up again for the rest of the day. It's real hard to speak to Kanye and how to no other classmates say anything. Whenever he punches her, she brushes and avoids him. But even so, doing foot patient to pass him that.
これ和ヤギからさっきの休み時間中に預かった。
The page from Notebook folded up like a origami. Kyoji opens it up, nearly tearing it by mistake. Funny girls always have to make things so hard to read. Jeez. After opening with some difficulty, he reads that she wants to meet doing lunch break in front of the special school ward's biology classroom. When he arrives there, he finds Akane standing with her hands on her waist. She immediately rushes towards him.
まったくただでさえ貞島くんとはトラブル続きなのにあれでさらにぶん殴ってたらどうなってたと思ってんのよ
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I mean, yeah, but it kinda...
教授はあの後すぐに転校しちゃって知らなかっただろうけどあんなのとっくの昔に知れ渡ってたんだから
About what? Huh? Kyoji's mouth hangs open.
大丈夫あの時の連中とからかった連中は全員鉄拳制裁加えておいたから平気平気
Kanye cracks a cool smile. It's not all good at all. The way that Kanye had to deal with this while he was gone cast a shadow over his heart. He was pathetic, even if it was beyond his control. Kanye was in there in his pain and suffering all by himself. She leans against the wall. Is it shit to it? Aren't they still homies? Not by himself. You know,
実
my
際
fault.
は何もなかったんだから気にするだけバカらしいでしょだから教授も何言われても気にしちゃダメ
Whenever she shifts, her skirt flaps pitifully. I'm not gonna lie. Stop the adjectives. Stop the adjectives, Kyoji. You're done. With the sunlight shining on her through the window, she smiles as if none of this concerns her at all.
貞島のドアホだから放っておこう
Then it kind of snaps her fingers as if annoyed.
それにしても騙されたあいつもうちょっとマシな男だと思ってたのに
Kyoji leans against the wall next to her. I mean, exactly look like he might have his attention now. And he throws an upturned glance at Kyoji with a frown.
だってその自分のことを好きかもしれない人のこと、あんまり悪く思いたくないじゃんまあ結局違ったみたいだけど
That's true in a way. I sort of see where she's coming from. Huh?
あやだちょっと誤解しないでよね別に私も気があったとかそういうんじゃないんだけどそのっていうか女の子扱いされたの
Oh, sorry, my fault.
だからその別に教授が女の子扱いしてくれないとかそういうことじゃなくてただほら私ガサツだからああいう口説き文句とか誰も言ってくれなかったしだからその
Why are you panicking like that? Kyoji says with a smirk, gazing at Kanye's face. All I've been saying is, hun, they're getting waked up for no reason. Kanye turns very red.
意地悪い
Am I though?
そうよもう信じらんない教授って昔からそういうやつよね
Watching Kanye seed so energetically makes him happy for some reason.
まあでもいいやみんなが先生のことごまかしてくれたし久々にグーで殴ってすっきりしたし
Hooligan.
教授にだけは言われたくないの
As Akane angrily puffs up her cheeks, Kyoji taps on her on the shoulder. Come on, let's get going. If you don't get to the school store soon, there won't be any bed left.
私お弁当だもん
Oh. Well, I need to get bed. But as he sets off, Kyoji whispers quietly, You're pretty girly already. After a moment, Akane catches up with him.
ねちょっと教授今なんて言った
Now don't respond to it. Ignore her for the rest of the day. Trust me, if you ignore her, and this is peak rage bait. Because she's not angry now, but she's gonna be angry when you ignore her like you didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything.
嘘嘘なんか言ったよ絶対
No, I didn't. Buzz off.
なんですってこの乱暴者
He whacks him hard on the back of the head. Even that makes him smile. So buzz off is crazy. Crazy waits for Kanye after school today too. It's fun to watch her spin during the track team practice. Her running form reminds him of a wild animal in motion.
ごめんね待たせて
I mean, yeah, we still have to wait. all good.
教授も何かクラブ活動を始めればいいのに。
You should join a club too, Kyoji. Yeah, maybe. No. It doesn't sound like such a bad idea. I'm saying now he hadn't felt like he belonged to school, so he never considered joining a club. But over the past few days, he has finally started to feel like he's figuring things out. Still, I don't know what kind of club I'd ever even want to join.
前の学校では何もやってなかったの？
No, he was a bum. Nope. In a music club, maybe I'd join that. There's the one in Sakaki Academy either, right?
ないけど。ねえ、教授が軽音楽部で何やるの？
What do you mean? I play music. What else?
意外。まさかボーカルじゃないわよね。教授ってばめちゃめちゃ音痴だったでしょ？
What? Why do you have to say that? Well, excuse me for being tone deaf, but I know that already. I wouldn't be singing, I'd be playing the guitar. Kinda stares at him with round eyes.
嘘。弾けるの？
You got a problem with me playing the Huh? What's wrong, Akane? And then as they walk by side, Kyoji realizes a guy stopped a few steps behind them. Calls out to him.
今あっちの方をゆかちゃんが歩いていったみたい。
Okay? Akane points at the cosmos where the child leads up to Nishimori Shrine. It's hidden by treetops. If she's on the way home from a walk.
せっかくだもん、声かけようよ。
For what? As soon as she says that, Akane spins ahead. Hey, Akane! Kyoji daily chases after it.
あれ、いないな。ゆかちゃんって案外足が速いのね。
I guess. Forget about her. Pace on my shoes. I'm the one having to chase after you. End up sprinting all the way up to the shrine. He wipes the sweat off her face as it drips down his jaw.
教授、体なまってんじゃない？
That's not fair. You're on the track team, and I don't have as much horsepower as you.
あ、いた。ゆかちゃん。
Kanye waves. Indeed, some distance ahead in the trees, Kyoji can see Yuka. Kanye, just told you, stop hitting your head. Kanye briskly jogs up to the shrine steps. Damn it, listen to me. Left with their choice. Kyoji continues pursuing her. He stops in front of the hooker, catching his breath. His heart is pounding. With every ragged breath he takes, the air he sucks in seems to chafe against his throat. Where the hell did Akane go? He saw her into the shrine grounds, but then he lost sight of her on the steps up to the hooker. Up ahead are the old well and Yuka's mansion. Akane probably went toward the ladder. Once his breathing slows down, he starts to head that way. But then Akane suddenly reappears, rushing back to him with her face pale.
教授、大変。
Oh, of course we do. What's wrong? Akane is as white as a sheet. She looks to Kyoji, ready to cling to him.
ゆかちゃんが井戸に。
Kyoji feels all the color drape from his face as well. She fell in?
違う。入っていっちゃったの。
Okay. Huh? Akane drags him all the way to the old well by his arm. Finally pushing it. Kyoji sees the metallic crafts on the edge of the well, and the aging rope by the dangles into the depths. It extends down to what can only be described as a gaping, impenetrable darkness. She went down the ladder?
声をかけたんだけど、聞こえなかったみたいで。
Connie especially clouds over with concern. Inside the world of darkness, blacker than night. They can't see the bottom. Why is she going here?
ねえ、まさか自殺じゃないよね。
No, she probably goes there all the time. Would be my thought. No way, she wouldn't go through the trouble of climbing down a ladder. She'd just jump. Connie goes pale.
教授、縁起でもないこと言わないでよ。
But he's right though. You don't want to brought up suicide.
そりゃそうだけど。ねえ、教授、どうしよう。ゆかちゃんのお母さんを呼んできた方がいいか。
She went down the well, right? I mean, that would be because she had a bad leg. We just ended up bullying her.
そうよね。
And he nods. Without a moment, Sage says,
私、降りてみる。
Going down? Like, is it a
そ
well?
うよ。中でゆかちゃんが怪我してたら大変だもの。教授は誰か大人の人を呼んできて。
Okay, well, what if you get hurt? Look how firmly that rope ladder is. What if it
だ
snaps?
から私が降りるのよ。私の方がどう考えても軽いし。
I don't know about that. You don't look that white to me. Bro. Why does he take every opportunity to call her fat, bro? Every time. As soon as he sees it, yeah, fat.
なんですって。あっていけないいけない。今はそんな話 話をしてる場合じゃなくって。じゃあ、頼んだわね。
Why, she doesn't even look bad. After dump. Akane dumps her bag on the ground and Sophie climbs up to the edge of the well. Hold up. Kyoji holds Akane back by a collar.
ちょっと危ないじゃないのよ。
Having almost lost the balance, Akane clings to the edge of the well. Akane points at himself. I'll go with that
ちょ
man.
っと教授、人の話聞いてなかったでしょ。
I was.
あらなんで。
Kyoji sighed and then pokes his finger at Akane. Listen, Akane, let's assume she's head down there. If you go down there, what exactly do you plan on doing, huh? You think you could climb out of there on the slider while carrying her on your back? Akane seemed to falter. What do you plan to do? Tell her to hang on and do her best until I bring someone to help? Don't tell me that was your master plan.
一度悪い。
Oh, so you're faster. You're faster than me. Go do that. So yeah, I'll be going down there. You go call for help.
そんな、ちょっと途中ではしごが落ちたらどうすんのよ。
That's what I said earlier.
ダメ絶対ダメ。教授が行くなら私も行く
No.
からね。
Now, then we're all trapped. Wait, what are we doing? We're not being productive at this point. What's the point if we both go down there?
じゃあ私が行く。
This is ridiculous. No, I already told you. They glared at each other for a moment. Andrew Koji was the standing contemplating them, hanging his head. Fine, we'll go down together. This is stupid. You two are stupid. Kyoji would be first to go down the ladder in order to check it straight. You managed to get down with that issue, then Kai would follow her. I think was displeased with the arrangement. Kyoji somehow manages to convince her to go along with it.
教授、平気？
I hope this shit begs so you get help. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. He applies brusquely before beginning his descent. The first time climbing a rope ladder, he never knew it would feel so unsteady. The slightest movement makes the ladder shake. Yeah. The rungs are so thin it feels like they might snap at any moment. Yet despite that, he somehow manages to get to the bottom safely. Kinda, I'm not sure about this ladder. You should stay up there.
もう遅いもんね。
When Kyoji gets finished, Kinda starts to sing the ladder herself. Before long, it kinda safely makes it to the
もう
bottom.
ねえ、井戸の底なのに水がないんだね。
That's just... Come on, guys. He was had trouble of covering up, so I figured it must have gone dry. The bottom of the well is more suspicious than they thought. The shaft of the well is about 1.5 meters across. The ceiling that opens into a space that's a good 7 square meters at the bottom. Kyoji can't tell exactly how deep underground they are, but it's probably about 4 or 5 meters. The big like shaft doesn't reach all the way down and ends just above Kyoji's head. The walls of the area around them are made for what feels like exposed clay-like soil. The cross section of the well shaft and the space below forms the shape of a flask, with a narrow neck and a wide bottom. Oh yes, it does. The well is also under the cover of trees which fades wide out the sun. Because of that, the light that manages to creep in from the well's opening is quite dim and unreliable. Even though the ground beneath them feels flat and level, they can't afford to be careless without moving around in the dark like this. Seemingly anxious, Kikani clings to Kyoji. She squints ahead, trying to see in the scant light.
ゆかちゃんいないよね。どこ行ったんだろう。
She probably is a sign of her. Man, I'm lucky Shinta gave me that thing. Give me this thing. You turn on the light on a small keychain Shinta gave him some days ago. Press the monster's stomach, making its head and eyes light up. It's hardly a proper flashlight, but it shines surprisingly brightly in the darkness. And if you don't find it soon, we give up a call for help,
も
okay?
ちろん。
Good to use the light to illuminate the surroundings. The faint beam indeed reveals clay walls and suddenly stops. Door? There, sitting in the wall, is a heavy-looking metallic door. Thus the surface is studded with rivets along its edges. The door hangs slightly ajar. It seemed like it just opened recently.
なんでこんなものがあるの？
I don't know. No clue. No one knows.
ゆかちゃん、この奥かな？
Maybe. Wanna see what else she could have gone?
ゆかちゃん、いる？
Kinda calls out through the slight gap in the door. The voice echoes against the walls. Let's see.
どうする？行ってみる？
It was reading the light and iconic while Gibbons on. What if I told you to stay behind?
嫌って言うに決まってるでしょ。
Figures. Anyway, we might as well take a look. Can't deny the situation excites him. So part of him is afraid, of course. But his adventurous spirit is stronger than that. He used to go on adventures like this for the kind of time when they were little. Stop doing this, man. This is real life. You're about to do some spooky shit, man. Pointing Kanye by the hand, Kyoji opens the door. Creaking sounds echoes surprisingly loudly in the underground space. Behind the door is another corridor. He has to have over in order to keep his head from hitting the ceiling. There is full of scents of water and soil and the uniquely sour odor of stagnant air. Tiny rhyme and reason he remembers a story he once heard about how grave robbers once died in the Egyptian tomb because the chamber was full of gas, while just stepping on it. They give each other's hands so hard it almost hurts. They stick with moisture. Just walking through it makes their clothes feel heavy and wet. What's wrong? Time to do that. Kyoji points his way at the ground beneath them, but sometimes see a large bag to be scurrying away from the light. Looking at the well, he sees a different spacious centipede, this one with the white body. Creep away on the wiggling of its countless limbs. I don't know if centipedes could be white, but they might be. Don't touch the walls. He doesn't remember her being particularly scared of bugs as a kid, but running into a mighty centipede in a place like this seemed to have left her shaken, with the voice quivering. As himself, his head nearly brushed against the ceiling. The fear that the bug could slither down to his back at any moment is driving him insane. He kind of went to listen there, but he kind of standing right behind him. It's at a time like these that being a guy has its cons. Alright, man. What your scary ass. Go home if you're so scared. He grumbles at himself. However, kind of soft ass squeezes his. He found. But he hates to admit it, being dependent on like this kind of makes staying in the situation worth it. Thankfully, the way ahead isn't long. After walking some 50 meters ahead, the corridor takes a turn. Around the bend is another metallic door. This is the first one they went through. They're going down the well. It too is hanging slightly open. Kyoji extends and grasps the kind of by gently pushing it open. Just like the door near the entrance, it creaks as it grinds against the soil. Two of them fearfully peer inside. And then Yuka is there. I can't see anything. This is just like a cave, relative to the passage they went down, which was only narrow enough for a single person to squeeze through, and this room was surprisingly spacious. Objectively speaking now, it's approximately 13 square meters. Faint, waving light shines with no old-fashioned lamps in the walls. The flickering light, the walls seem to shine with strange colors. The room is almost a perfect square. At its center is a rectangular stone table. It seems to rise from the floor now. Looking at it more closely, it seemed like a table and more like a box of kind. Illuminated by the flickering light, right in the middle of the room, leaning against the stone box, is Yuka. The dancing shadows cast by the light watched over Yuka regards them with the same mysterious smile as when they first met her. That's when they first met her, yeah. Kyoji can feel kind of weight from her hands in his. Kinda asks one question after another, but Yuka doesn't seem inclined to answer. Her gaze is fixed entirely on Kyoji. Hey, Connie was so worried about you. She came all the way down here to look for you. You could say something. Kyoji can't help but take offense to her attitude. Just like the other day, she was so sweet with everyone. That makes the contrast between then and now even more stark. Yuka's face set on Kyoji, and I know he was smiling, clinging to her lips. Connie was confused. Kyoji passed her on the back. Connie enough, let's just go. She's a weirdo. She came down here on her own, but she can find her way out alone too. Let her do what she wants. Kyoji and Connie freeze in their tracks. Kyoji's eyes are still fixed on Kyoji. Not the accident. Years ago. Yuka raises the question with a smile. Maybe she didn't hear it to begin with. She had the nerve, not the nerve, but I get it. What are you talking about? Yeah, she's dead. The woman's dead. He'd been gone. He first met Yuka, and found well, and then when he saw her in the street, there was always a strange aura around him, like a heat haze. Something odd always seemed to envelop her. Yuka's large eyes quivered sharply. I apologize. I do apologize. When his voice stiffens, she might can't believe what she's hearing. Like, Yuka laughs scornfully.
教授はよくそんなガスみたいな
Why
女
does
と
she
一緒にいられるわね。
And why don't I? Alright? Am I dead? Are we dead? Are we? Well, no, because Yuka specifically calls the old woman rotting, right? So she's dead. But if she's dead, that means we're not dead, because we would be rotting too. So what's going on? Yuka.
ゆかちゃん、
And it screams that goes through the underground chamber. Yuka pays in the mind. In fact, she only cocks her head and spits more, apart from her lovely
だか
lips.
らねえ、そんな女置いてっちゃおうよ。
From her lovely lips, what? Why are her lips lovely? Yoji? I'm just confused. Like, it seemed like a weird thing to say
ここはね、
in this context.
弱虫の豚を閉じ込める場所なのよ。その女にはふさわしいと思ったからお招きしたの。
Yuka pinches the hem of her skirt and gives her a lovely curtsy. Then she went attending an old-fashioned hall. Finally swallows nervously and grabs Kyoji's sleeve, almost painfully hard. When she yates in a minute, Kyoji realizes he's shaking too. There's nothing wrong with this girl. Comes to that realization once again. You guys look at it doll with doll, but presently inside it doesn't reflect it. Not just her personality is on, something warped and terrifying and working within her. Maybe Kyoji and Kane can never fathom the balls inside this girl. Let's go, Kane. This girl's seriously weird. I'm trying to think it's your fault. You know? She says you're not listening to her. So how about you start listening to her so we don't die? Kinda nods weightlessly. The two of them turn around at once. Any concern they might have had for Yuka is long gone. They hurriedly make their way back to the toilet door. Everything in front of them goes by. Gore? No, I don't. Exit blocker. No. Gah. The man standing before them is so tall that he entirely blocks out the light. Yeah, you guys are dumb. His body, covered in a long black coat, stands well over 2 meters tall. Not strange enough, but to make it even weirder, he wears what looks like a clown mask over his face. No, is this figure even human to begin with? I don't fucking know, and I don't want to find out. He reminds Kyoji of the monster figurines in his room, as if he came straight out of one of the flashy action shows Kyoji's a fan of. His attire almost looks like a cheap costume. Who are you? In response to Kyoji's startled, strained cry, the man takes a big step forward. He grabs Kyoji's hands forcibly, vigorously pumping it up and down as... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, you're weird, bro. You're weird, and I don't want to be in a situation with one. The man grandly puffs up his chest. When he releases his breath, his voice seems to shake the entire stone chamber. Leave me alone. Roll credits? Why is that your name? That's not a name, that's a title. I need like a title, like the commander, but it's like the title of like a show. Kyoji poses on feet, shields the Kanye behind his back. What the hell are you? The way his waist quivers makes Kyoji feel pathetic. He thought Yuka was strange, scary, even incomprehensible. His figure's on a whole different level. He's even stranger, even more wrong than Yuka is. Something, perhaps a deeply rooted instinct within his mind, screaming out in alarm. You're creepy. What are you? It's kind of Halloween reject? Who are you supposed to be? It is that time. Yuka laughs so outrightly.
ダメだよ、ゴラ。もっと丁寧に挨拶しなきゃ。
Yuka bends the waist in the mockery of the bow. Gore cocks his head slightly before nodding. He follows Yuka's example, placing a hand on his chest and bending up the waist in a surprisingly elegant bow. Yuka claps happily. Gore once again places a hand on his chest and bows, this time taking a look at Kyoji, who only glares at him. Out of our way. No, I believe you've been more than entertained. We're entertained enough, you know, we're amused. I said get out of our way, can't you hear me? Let's play spades, you know? We can play some dice. Tiny cries out pitifully. Tiny pulls the cannon behind him. Two of them try to stop Gore, but he simply dives into their path. Try to push past again and again, but each time they take a step, Gore's body flares left their light to block them. Who looks like he's having fun if they play some pussy game of tag. Okay, he did say Akane in the voice line, so, not Kyoji, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's Kyoji. As Gore speaks, he finally shakes his head. I think Akane would be happy if we left. I said, get out of our way! Kyoji's head is spinning, almost like he's suffocating. Get away! Please, just get out the way! No! Don't let the show begin! It's like Gore can't hear what Kyoji and Akane are saying. He waves his hand over each other as if performing a magic trick. In a blink of an eye, two sock puppets appear on his hand. They look familiar. Oh no. Kane's voice is shivering. The puppet has cute eyes made from buns, and the chestnut hair that's tied into a ponytail. It really does look like Akane. The puppet on his other hand looks like Yuka. What is he trying to do? Kyoji and Kane look at on speechlessly as Gore starts talking in a high-pitched falsetto. Turns like Kane on Gore's left hand starts wiggling around in sync with the movement of his hand. Kane didn't say that. Kane would never say such a thing. Kane did not say such things. She would never. Right, Kane? Right, Kane? She wouldn't even think it. I started shivering, but Gore continues without pause. Stop it. But she might, if she actually thought this, that's actually kind of insane. I won't lie. I said stop it. Like if those are like her real thoughts, like no, I know kind of. Kyoji tries to grab Gore's hands in an attempt to get rid of those dolls, but Gore's hands easily dodge away from Kyoji's. It's like trying to catch a frog. Just when Kyoji thinks he's about to catch catch the ends of his sleeves, it turns out he missed him by mere centimeters. It's a strange feeling, like Gore's very existence is slipping between his fingers. As Gore continues, his voice becomes even more shrill. You're doing so much right now. You don't need to be like this. Yuka jumps up and down, cheering, cupping hands. Kyoji can see tears rolling down and Kane's cheek and the door let it shine. I feel like Kane, who would never allow herself to show tears to anyone, is kind. I feel like she wouldn't feel this. She wouldn't be kind if this didn't come from a real place. If it was just like random things he made up, like it's like, oh, yes, I'm a Kane and I love pussy. She would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? When did I say that? When was it? Haven't you had enough already? Kyoji finally tries to grab Gore's hand, but Gore continues to dodge away with dance-like steps. It feels like Kyoji is chasing his own shadow. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Question is towards Yuka like a Jack in the Box.
そうね。ゴー、そろそろお腹空いてるよね。
Negatively hungry. I don't know how that works, but I don't think it works like you think it does, Big Bell.
どうしようかな。
What the hell are you talking about? He has it kind of behind his back as she greets him. Yuka puts a finger on her chin and tilts her head, staring at a kind of catching turn. Answer me.
ほんとどうしよう。
Please be nicer to her, Big Bell. I said answer me. What are you, deaf? I noticed that she'll scream behind him. Her voice echoes, piercing his eardrums. Akane! Don't let them get to you, Akane! Akane curls up, shivering. I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you. That finally makes Akane react.
教授。
Back then, and now too, it must have been awful. I should have stopped him sooner.
違う。教授は悪くない。今日だって追いかけるって言ったのは私だし。
Akane hangs her head before
あの
continuing.
時だって仕方なかったんだもん。
Hmm.
巻き込んだのは私だったし。だから。
She can't make herself the same way. Feeling to put some meaning behind her way, Kyoji swallows down what he was going to say. Anyway, let's get out of here. Two of them go back down the way it came. Best to send the feet past the corridor and attend to the bundle below. However, once they make it there, two of them fees up.
はしごがない。
Oh no. That means that the evening sun filters in from above. Kana and Kyoji head to that dark crimson light. Big Bell, please, Yuka, please, Yuka, please, Big Bell, please. They hear Yuka laughing from above. The missing up item must be her doing. You little, roll the ladder.
知らない。もうちょっと美味しくなるまで出てきちゃダメよ。
What are you talking? Before Kyoji can finish his sentence, he hears a heavy, lumping sound. Yuka, now puppy Gore, being dragged in the wind back over the well. You can hear Yuka laugh from the other side.
開けて。
The kind of shot in vain as the hole closes little by little. Kyoji clings to his body while looking for a way to climb up, without mean blood streams from a semicircle down to his slender crescent. Soon enough, the thin orange rays of light fade away. As they do, Kyoji falls off the wall and lands on his
教
feet.
授、大丈夫？
Yeah, I'm fine. He sits up and starts fist against the ground. Damn it, she trapped us down here. They spend a few minutes shining upwards at the top of their lungs, hoping someone might hear them. They hope someone, because whether some other passerby would notice them. For all they care, it'd be fighting to get your change of heart and open the wind back up. All they want is to escape. But no one ever comes here to begin with. Eventually, Kyoji and Yuka exhaust themselves, squatting down on the ground. Hey! Able to get up just yet, Kyoji raises his ragged voice with him outside.
教授、もうやめなよ。
There has to be some other way to get out of here, right? There's no way the well is the only way people would get out of here. No way.
人通らないの。でも大丈夫。きっとそのうち誰かが探しに来
And
る。
they're gonna check the fucking well? Kinda seems like she's trying to convince herself. Alright, a phone! Do you have a signal? I takes out the figurines Shinta gives him and turns on its light again. Let them check out the phone to help them under light. No, no bars.
私のもそりゃそうよね。地下だもん。
I mean, shit. This is back there, so I don't know if they had app for this, but this is why you should be able to track phones, man. Like, well, if I was lost somewhere, like, I got people who would know where I was at last, at least. They'd have at least, like, a hint of where I was. Signed, they close their phones and put them back in their pockets. Kyoji turns off the
消し
figures,
ちゃうの。
eating the light as well. They leave it on. It'll just eat through its battery, right? I don't think this thing was made to last
そう
long.
ね。
Having nothing more to say to it and falls silent. Kyoji feels like experiencing true silence for the very first time. They're deep underground in the middle of the mountain, so all they can hear is each other's breathing and the beating of their own hearts. It makes them realize how noisy everyday life usually is. Even when he was lying in bed with the TV off, he could always hear some kind of noise coming from somewhere. It was just an inherent truth of living around other people. But this place is different. If he didn't have a climate's warmth huddling against him, he might lose his mind.
教授、
Yeah?
これからどうする？
That's a big question, huh? The bags should still be lying around near the well. Assuming they were still there, there's a good chance that someone would eventually see them out. But he has a hard time believing Yuka, who can only assure which them and Kaneo would simply leave their bags there to be found. He only play Yuka failed to see their bags lying in the weeds. But if she did hide the bag, Shinsuke, Kenta, and Aoi will also know about Yuka. But they know that Kanye will wait about it. They come missing, it's not possible they come here to look for them. No, they definitely will. I mean, you did a lot of jumping in that logic. But yeah, shit. Kyoji crunches his fist hard in his lap. Got it? Feel kind of shifty inside next to him. Like, are you cold?
ちょっとね。
Okay. I was thinking I was like, no voice acting? But yeah. The words chill off as she shifts again. He is the kind of scratching her head. The sound puts an uneasy smile on his face. She's always had this habit of scratching her head whenever she lies ever since she was a kid. Not that she's entirely lying about being cold, of course. Kyoji can't be sure how long it's been since the wind as well as curls. But with the sun setting away in the day, the air is cooler now. By the sound of the surge of energy, Kyoji gets to his feet.
どうかしたの？
I just figured that even if someone's coming to find us here, just sitting around is passing. Let's move on a bit. Kai's voice pipes up. Knowing her, he figures that some exercise will help keep his spirits up. So what should we do? And we can leave that for later. This might actually be a good choice because there's only two of us. No, not lock button. Whew. Now my idea would be to go deeper in there. I feel like that's obvious though. I think it's gotta be a different way to go up. But at the same time, if someone does come, we want to be there. So that's the only reason I think this is like could be a good choice. Because maybe someone will come. And if they do, we can be there. But otherwise, I don't know. You know. Next time, next stream, it might be on Thursday, Friday. Okay. But we're gonna be going through this cave, and we're gonna hopefully not have the Kanye eaten by Gore, Skimmy Show, by Mr. Gore Skimmy Show himself. Yeah, dude, that's about it. These streams are getting longer, but don't expect that to be a common thing. These are like 1 hour streams maximum. You know, like I was criticizing my friend because he does 1 hour streams, but that's because he streams like one time every blue moon. I stream on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch, by the way, at Flame Godly. That's my Twitch. You can find me there. I do stream more consistently, for longer too, and different games. But like he streams 1 hour, random games, every blue moon, and I'm just like, at least stream for the 2 hours. I think streamers, it's like many stream 2 to 3 hours. At least either 2, you know. That's content. Sorry. Anyway, y'all take care.